Hi everyone, in this video I will quickly show you a summary for the bilayer lift-off preparation of the sample, and also we will see a guide for the development. We will see these things in practice in the next videos, but just to have an idea. So first of all, how do we prepare the sample? Well, in this case, let's assume that we want to prepare a sample with 95 nanometers of PMMAMA and 25 nanometers of PPA. What we require is PPA solution, PMMAMA, acetone for the development and the cleaning of the sample. Acetone only for the cleaning of the sample and the lift-off, IPA for the cleaning and the development, and then samples and pipettes. Of course, we also need an evaporator because we need to evaporate a metal. First of all, we have to perform a substrate preparation. We have to clean samples with acetone and IPA and clean them with dry nitrogen in order to have a small sample. In some cases, O2 plasma treatment can be helpful. We have recommended settings at 100 watts of power for 1 minute with 400 ccm of oxygen at 0.8 millibar. This step is not required. It's something that is usually helpful to improve adhesion and increasing the spin coating quality. And of course, it may not be compatible with some materials you may be dealing with. So of course, not necessary always. Regarding the spin coating, we will see in the video practically. We have to place a sample on the spin coater, spin coat the PMMA, and then soft bake for 90 seconds at 180 Celsius. Then place the sample again on the spin coater and spin coat with PPA. And then soft bake again for 2 minutes, in this case at 110 Celsius. In the videos, we will make a sample with slightly different thicknesses. So we will use a 3% PPA, and we will achieve a 100 nanometers PMMAMA thickness. Then we have to do the patterning. The patterning usually has a recommendation. I will say we should set the target depth slightly deeper than a PPA layer thickness because we want to make sure to open well our mask, because the PPA acts as a wet etching mask for the development of the PMMAMA. After we are done with the patterning, well, it's time to do the development. For the development, we can use different solutions. In the videos, we will use IPA and DI water, but you can also use ethanol for water-free processes, and you can also use other chemicals that, in case you may face some compatibility issues with your samples. In this case, we will also use some beakers, tweezers, a timer or stopwatch, nitrogen to clean, acetone or the MSO for the development, and of course an evaporator. For the development, we have to prepare a solution. In this case, we have an example of DI water and IPA, and my recommendation is making larger amounts of solution so that the proportions are closer to the ones mentioned here, so 47.5 and 2.5, and so that in the future then the development solution is going to be always the same. So maybe make 1 liter of solution that will last for a while. Then we have to submerge the sample in the beaker containing the solution, having a rotation speed constant and changing steering direction every 10-15 seconds. And usually we recommend to overdevelop. Then we rinse the sample in a second beaker with pure IPA to stop the development, and we clean it with nitrogen. For coating, in this case, With 100 nanometers of PMMAMA, we can deposit a layer of metal up to 40 nanometers with the evaporator. And for the lift-off, we place the sample in beaker with acetone or DMSO. The lift-off can be done for several minutes, several hours. It should not usually damage your substrates, especially for dealing with semiconductors and metal. And mild ultrasonication can help to speed things up. Then we recommend to rinse into IPA and blow dry the sample with nitrogen. So you can also find, again, more information in the recipe book and some details. And this is a sort of a guide for the bilayer lift-off fabrication, patterning, and development. So that sums up everything, and we will see then also everything in details in the videos. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next videos of the set.